When Tommy and Jean Robinson founded Boys and Girls Country in 1971, they were acting on a desire to turn confused, misguided, and hopeless youth into responsible, productive citizens. To do this, they provided them a loving Christian home, an education, a vocational training program, along with a shared sense of responsibility. Boys and Girls Country of Houston is breaking the cycle of poverty by providing children a program that emphasizes education, building healthy relationships, and setting goals for the future. We can only do this with our broad-based financial support, our hundreds of volunteers, and the thousands of prayers that give us the opportunity to fulfill our mission. We want to ensure our faith-based values so we do not receive federal funding that may hinder or restrict our mission. Your investment in Boys and Girls Country is making a difference. Our children have a safe home, a loving family, and the chance to become successful and contributing adults.
We all are aware that it takes a village to raise a child. And here at Boys and Girls Country, it's a village. These children have stability, they have house parents, they have brothers and sisters and cousins and aunts and uncles and an entire community that's involved in raising them.
Boys and Girls Country doesn't take any government money, any government subsidies, because if you do that, then once the children become 18 years old, then you have to effectively push them away. So that's why people need to be involved on the economics here and help out, because we don't get government funding that some other institutions do.
We try to come out to the cottage, do a Bible study with them. We try to attend events. We've gotten to see them grow and succeed in many different ways.
Being able to see a kid who lived here give his testimony of what happened and how he came to Boys and Girls Country. From that moment on, I felt like this is a good organization to support financially. The programs that they have here on campus, like the leadership program, the college and career program, where they're growing into trying to be better people, but more than that, they're getting the support that they may not have had before.
I support Boys and Girls Country because I see the things y'all do with the children out here. I know these kids probably don't ask to be put out here, but I don't think they could end up in a better spot. It's just something else to see the bikers show up the morning of the toy run, no matter what the weather is, and they show up with toys, with their hands out, you know, and doing whatever we need done. That's the reason I'm a high roller, is because of the toy run and the Boys and Girls Country.
Last month we were blessed with having one of the cottages come in. Tirza shared her testimony about what it meant to be a part of Boys and Girls Country. And it was really touching to see how she went from not wanting to call this place her home and her family to now calling this place her home and her family. And when she shared that testimony with us, I knew that if we could have any part in helping that in any way to help any one of these kids feel like this is a home and a family, then I'm all for it.
There's one person in particular, needless to say, he's a teenager, and he came in and told me he wanted to be a librarian, but I really didn't know his backstory that well. But that backstory equated to the fact that he was able to get here after being in Child Protective Services with no hope of ever going back to his home again. And that he worked towards getting his younger siblings, a brother and a sister, to be able to come here to Boys and Girls Country too, so that they would know a home that cared about them, that gave them meals consistently, that gave them a warm bed to sleep in, that cared about if they were successful in school by providing tutorial services here in the education lab and any book that they ever wanted to read. And just, it gave them a home, a real home for the first time in a long time. And a place that won't ever tell them you need to go because you're 18 years old.
Thank you for teaching me how to cook, and I'm thankful for my church.
I'm thankful for my own room and bed, and I'm thankful for my sister living here with me.
Thank you for making sure I'm ready for college.
I'm thankful for being able to play football, and I'm also thankful for amazing teaching parents.
Thank you for my first Christmas.
And thank you for caring for me.
Thank you for making the original vision of our founders a reality for the children of Boys and Girls Country.